Hello, and welcome to another dumb idea I had, which I was then egged on to turn into a stream. Um, this is Monster Clunker, an exploratory history. We're gonna go back. We're gonna play all the games. We're gonna start with the very original. The intro is from Freedom. That's so technically this is the second episode, but we're starting over because I didn't think I was ever going to get my hands on a copy of the original Monster Hunter on PS2, so I was just going to start with Freedom, but I managed to track it down. I'm going to be playing everything through an emulator. Things will be upscaled. It's going to look a bit prettier than it did back in the day, but I was able to get the original Monster Hunter, so we are going to start at the very beginning. For posterity's sake, a little explanation is in order. I started with World. I have maxed out very recently. If you're watching this, you might have also seen the recent stream where I hit master rank 999. So I'm kind of done with World. There's not much left. Fatalis is coming, and essentially soon we're looking at the end of this generation. Probably not, but World is coming to a close, and in about a month here we're going to be fighting the Black Dragon. So it seems like a really good time to start this project. I'm going to go back and I'm going to earn my veteran status, because quite frankly there's a lot of people who talk shit about fibers, and I'm gonna prove that I've seen everything this series has to offer, and I'll come to my own conclusions about what was better back in the day. So I've already started Freedom, but we're gonna play up to a certain point in the original because it has some unique controls that I feel like we need to experience, just to say that I did it, I saw it, there's evidence. So basically I'm gonna get through like Young Kaku with the original PS2 version, and then we're gonna jump back to Freedom, and go from there. But let's go ahead and give this a start. Nostalgia. And I've got some historical tidbits that I think are worth sharing. Play online with Snap. Oh man. Does anybody remember that? This is basically just the same intro that I've been using for the stream itself. But this is the beginning. We're gonna sit through the whole thing. It's interesting that the sound effects cut out when the music starts picking up. This is a different intro. Here he comes. Absolutely delightful. That's a different intro than Freedom has. It's more of just like a single narrative that kind of paints the hunters as a bunch of idiots. One, Rathalos is just trying to feed his family. How about you fucking cool it? But like also, you bounced, dummies. Yeah, okay. So I've already got a character made. We're gonna skip over that part, but hey, just spoiler alert for the next like several years of this stream. This is our gal. And yes, everything's upscaled. It's going to be, if you played this back in the day, it's probably going to be a little prettier than you remember. Oh, god damn it. I've got a dog under my desk now. Good. Oh man. But yeah, I made this character and then I didn't do anything. So this is the very beginning. Kokoto Village. In all its upscaled low-res glory. And this is how it all starts. You wake up in a bed with no clothes, and all you have is a sword and shield. I don't know who I am. I have no name. Well, I guess I have a name. All I know is I must kill. But this is it. You start with nothing. Nothing at all. And this is how the story begins. Oh man. So immediately some things to point out because I don't have my controller inputs on the screen. First game. Run is not R1, it's R2. It's the controls for this one are just going to be infuriating, so that's why I'm only getting as far as Yonkaku. But you know, as usual, there's no guidance, no nothing. You wake up, go figure it out. You got no money, maybe you just wander around and talk to some people. You can't leave, that's for sure. Oh, man. And I'm not sure if we have the arena in this one. I mean, that'll come up later, but, oh! We also can't go see the sword. Or can we? Yeah, we can. Okay. I'm gonna earn that sword. Not in this one. In Freedom. Yeah. Okay, let's get this over with. I don't know, man, that's a pretty philosophical question for a chick who just woke up in a random house with a sword. Oh, spoilers, man. I thought we were gonna, you know, have to wonder who that was. Well, we can't make anything yet. So the question is, what's more important, a shirt or pants? Wait, hang on. Because I've played, so I've probably put like a good 10 hours or so into Freedom already. Basically skipped ahead, got some of the grinding out of the way. So that as soon as we're done with Young Kutku, we kind of fast forward a little bit. I've already ground out like a whole set of armor from Kutku. But there are changes between the original and Freedom. Largely, Freedom is mostly, it's not a one-to-one, but it's mostly a port of Monster Hunter G, which is the G rank expansion, which was already improving some weird stuff. Wait, does it just straight up not tell you what skills it gives you? No way. Oh my god. At least in Freedom, it, like, you know, that's a section. That's a page. Alright. I'm pretty sure we want, oh man, I think we want Battle Greaves. Alright, well, let's start here. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. I think I wanted the Hunter's Pants and the Battle Chest. Whatever. For anyone who's played World, there's your origin armor. This is the beginning. Alright. Urgent quest, go find some steak. No, not even find steak, just find meat. It's urgent. Oy oy oy. What's up with this dude? Cool, bro. Oh boy. So I've experimented with this a little bit, and of course we are in D-pad camera controls, despite having two sticks, because the stick is gonna be absolutely terrible. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to play with the claw. Okay. There's a lot of stuff you're giving me for just, you know, finding some meat. That is literally right outside. Oh, the claw. Alright. Screw it, we're going claw hand. I'm gonna hold it like this. Ah, the Verdant Hills. Though I believe in this one it's called the Forest and Hills. It will be sort of revamped later. Revisited. It's basically the same map. So I got claw hand going. Our sprint is R2. There is So while there is while there are ledges in this one, we don't have any sort of mounting attacks or anything yet. So that is purely aesthetic. You can't do anything with that. Boy, it takes a long time to kill an Aptonaut. Alright. It's very American style. Everything is the X button. The D-pad makes no goddamn sense. It's also interesting that like every attack that connects. Oh, that one got away. This one might not. I'll get you. Ugh. Wow. Aptonaut's fucking me up. There is a very like heavy rumble with every attack that actually connects. It's, I don't know, on the one hand it's kind of like satisfying, but I feel like it's gonna get really old really fast. So I should try to carve this before it disappears. God damn it. It's like muscle memory that when I go to carve, I reach around with my right, or with my left hand to move the right stick. So that I can kind of like, I'm doing it right now as I talk about it. So that nothing sneaks up on me. Oh, that one's actually sticking around for a while. You can get 2 carves. Alright. What do I need? Just 2 pieces? Well, let's get this one. I killed his parents. And yeah, it's not, you can't like just continuously hold. That does nothing. You have to continue, you have to keep tapping the stick up. This is the most inexplicable design choice. And that's kind of why I wanted to have some historical context at the ready. And it probably would have made more sense to read some of this before we got started, but oh. Boop. There we go. And we can run around to some of the other areas, but most of the map is not available yet, so I'm not going to bother. But I thought this description of the original Monster Hunter that is on... I don't know where they got this from, it's not cited, but this is the Monster Hunter like fandom wiki, which is kind of like the less useful version of the wikis. Look at how much this blends in with the grass. And there's no button prompts, so you just have to take a wild guess and spam B for a while. It's ridiculous. Anyway, yeah, nothing else here. I hate that. I'm glad that went away. I don't have bug nets yet, because everything is consumables. Alright, so while we're running back, I wanted to read this description that the fandom wiki has, which I assume is pulled from something, but they don't have like it cited anywhere. But Monster Hunter, a hack-and-slash strategy adventure game released September 21st, 2004 in North America. The game is a simulation of hunting in a world filled with deadly monsters. Like actual hunting, successfully killing or capturing monsters requires the use of strategy. So, yeah, it's all X. Oh, sorry. Like actual hunting, successfully killing or capturing a monster requires the use of strategy, skill, and provided items. Monster Hunter sold poorly in Europe and the Americas due to being given no advertising. However, it was a huge hit in its native Japan. No advertising whatsoever. So this thing, this inexplicable thing where they tell you nothing, you just kind of have to figure it all out for yourself, was released with no fanfare, no ads, no nothing. It just came out. And as a result, it didn't do so hot, which is, you know, not surprising. It's weird. It's unapproachable in every possible way. It appeals to a very specific kind of person who finds gratification in, like, literally just having to figure out every step of the process. Ay, ay, ay. This will also become apparent real quick. So, there is no send to box at the reward screen at the end of a quest, any of that stuff. Everything we got, see, these were our rewards. They go right into our inventory, which is only 20 slots. That's it. There is no gunner pouch yet. There is no nothing. Is that 20? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Yeah, so 20. That's all you get. No pants. I'm also not gonna be like one SNS is one of my mains, so I feel good about just sticking with it. But also, like, all right. Go cook a steak. And pay real close attention to the "so tasty" sound effect, because it's different in this one and it's very weird. Spit is an item you have to carry. Which, I mean, if you've played anything before World, none of this is surprising. Whetstones you have to carry. This is all, everything is consumables. You know, it's exactly the same in GU. Which, that's what I've been doing most of lately. Yeah. He's learning. God, why would you think this was a good way to hold the controller? So, that's another reason I wanted to bring up historical context. So, this game came out in 2004. It was March 2004 for the Japanese release and September for the US. And I often hear people talk about how some of the, like, more bizarre design choices and sort of clunkier, like, elements of it, especially as regards, like, the online stuff and, you know, this weird claw hand control scheme. A lot of people like to say it's technological limitations. Oh, well, you know, the older games had to be kind of weird like that because, you know, it was all the way back on PlayStation 2. That's ancient history. But we're talking about 2004. There were plenty of games out that already demonstrated solid design choices for that console generation. It's also worth noting, so, like in other games, yeah, this is, your face buttons are all these things, and you have to hold L2 instead of L1, because L1 just focuses the camera wherever you're looking. Oh my god, it's so bad. But the sprint button does not sheath your weapon unless you are moving at the same time, which I thought was very weird. Oh, but yeah, let me demonstrate. Nothing. I'm still trying to use the right stick for the camera. Oh god, we gotta get through this as quickly as possible, because if I actually get used to this, it's gonna make every other game horrible. And I do mean every other game, not just every other Monster Hunter game. Because, as I was talking about with historical context, let us consider something like Halo. Halo was, if not the first console shooter, certainly the first one to gain, you know, massive popularity. And it was the right stick was the camera, if I recall correctly. It made a lot of sense. It felt weird for someone like me who had only ever played shooters on a PC with a mouse and keyboard. But like, once you get used to it, there's no going back. I'm playing with a controller right now on a PC. And that was 2001, 3 years before this game came out. It would have already been a massive success, demonstrating a really solid control scheme when your console has dual sticks. And in general, I feel like the original Monster Hunter makes a lot more sense as a PS1 game. Like, try to ignore the upscaled graphics. This thing is like massively behind its own time. Now, I'm not sure what the development cycle looked like exactly. I don't know how many years this thing was in development, but I do know it was designed as part of like a Capcom initiative to capitalize on the newly created like online functionality for the PS2. So I mean, it started with PS2. They didn't mess with it until then. All right, now here's the thing. I can't remember which button this is because it's always different. Okay. Did you catch that? Let's do it again. Because it's weird. Ugh. Awkward accents. Looks tasty in like the most Japanese accent you could possibly have. Oh, Japan, you're so weird. You could have just said it in Japanese. It'd be fine. I don't think anybody would have complained. Nobody played this game. You know? It didn't sell. It would have, like, I feel like if they left more of just Japan in there, it would have sort of appealed to the market that it did find, which was, you know, really niche, like, Japanese obsessed nerds. Anyway, that's two of them. Let's go turn them in. I'm gonna be trying to go as minimal as possible to just get through Yankutku as quick as we can, because this is not the version of the game that I'm going to be putting work into. But yeah, Halo was 2001. I've got the wiki page open over here. Yeah, November 2001. Already would have been a massive success by the time this game came out. Was probably already successful when this game was originally being developed, but they just ignored controls that were obviously a very good idea in favor of having to hold the controller like this. Bizarre. And as for the lack of like on-screen prompts that I feel would really help out with just how, and I'm sorry this is shaking, it's something about running this thing in an emulator. The actual, like, rendered stuff looks fine, but when it just needs to hold a static image, it jitters. I don't know why it does that. Loading screen is not animated yet. Kind of a bummer. Don't worry, it'll be better in the next one. A lot of things are going to be better in the next one. And then they'll be better in the one after that. And after that, and after that, until we reach the culmination of the old style with GU, which is pretty good. It's still pretty clunky. But, you know, it's good. I've pumped like 200 hours into it. I'm certainly not complaining. Oh, damn it. No, we're not going to find that much stuff anyway. I didn't dump my items. And I only have 20 inventory slots. But as regards button prompts, that I feel would make like gathering a lot less. It's all about. There is so much about this, both this game and sort of its following, that is about like gatekeeping. That you need to know something ahead of time to even begin to like comprehend what you're looking at. So like right there. Let's take a step back over here. Nothing. You can't tell that's there. Unless you just wander around aimlessly and happen to notice like, oh, that plant looks slightly different. This JPEG looks slightly different from these other JPEGs. Because it's not rendered. It's not like a 3D object. There's no button prompts, so okay, well, I guess I just mash this same button that is the button that does everything. And, oh yeah. Looks like I can pick stuff up. Gathering spots do not disappear. All that. But, this was 2004. In 2005, the first God of War would come out. A game so heavy with button prompts that it became like a synonymous joke with like the very concept of QuickTime events. It essentially popularized those. They were already a thing, but nothing got as popular as God of War did that had so goddamn many QuickTime events. And they were all just these fully rendered, glowing button prompts on the screen. You know, you grab the Cyclops and there's a giant glowing thing that tells you, hey, push circle, and you'll rip out its eyeball. That was the year after this. What I'm saying is there are a lot of things that people defend about the weird clunkiness of this franchise that I think like a lot of the obsession with early Monster Hunter, it's straight up just Stockholm Syndrome. You know, what I've never heard like accurately categorized or qualified, no one's ever really come up with a good way to accurately describe the weird addictive property this game has. And I think part of it is a little bit of like obstinate defiance. You know, a challenging game is appealing because essentially if the game kills you, that's the game telling you to fucking get good, kid. Come back when you know how to play better. So of course your immediate impulse is like, well, no, fuck you. So like, you know, it has that Dark Souls aspect of like, you want to get good to prove that you can. Because essentially difficulty is the game telling you you are insufficient. I think I'm just gathering this one, right? I don't have to make potions yet. Spider web. We're gonna have to go to area 6 for spider webs. I've already done this in Freedom. But that's what I'm talking about. You know, the last quest, we only had access to these 3 areas. And there was only a reason to go to the very first area. We'd done no exploring. But the game is, in no words at all, telling you you need to explore. Not that way, because that's a big black rock that will disappear on, like, the next quest. But pay attention. Hopefully you grabbed the map out of the chest. Hopefully you pushed this button to read through this tutorial. Ugh, no auto climbing. Even on like small ledges like this one. You gotta push the button and it takes forever. It takes so much effort. Luna has no upper body strength in this one, and she won't for like a couple generations. That is kind of how I'm playing this, by the way. Ooh, let's get some blue mushrooms. Let's get some potions made early. Piggos. And again, that's another thing I know because I have wasted many hours already in freedom just through trial and error. Not blue. Special. I don't care about special mushrooms yet. Yeah, that's fine. And blue mushrooms. Anyway, you know, it's very unapproachable. Look at that. That's a step, and she has to climb up it. Yeah. This isn't as convenient as it is in GU. This whole ledge right here just like doesn't exist. Yep, and that was a waste of time because I can't go anywhere from there. There is no jumping or sprinting up vines. Climbing just takes forever. And it takes so much effort for her to climb up a ledge. Good God. Can you imagine? It's 2004. Your mom just bought you this game at the Walmart or something. I don't know. Was Walmart doing video games that early? I think Best Buy probably was. You know. PS2. Yeah. The super, like, what do you call that? Not supermarket. Mega store, whatever. The big chains would have been carrying video games by then. But like, imagine somebody gets this game. You've never seen a commercial for it. You've never seen an ad for it in like you know, in a PlayStation Informer or whatever that magazine used to be called. Has never, will never have fall damage. Gotta love it. You don't know anything about this. And you fire it up and like, what? What is even happening here? Process of elimination, you had to figure out that the little tiny guy was who you need to talk to do quests. And then once you do the quests, you need to just, okay, well, it says push triangle. Okay, there's my tutorial. You know, check the blue box for a map. If you didn't get the map, you wouldn't even know that one of these areas has now opened up and that you should explore there when you've tried all the other gathering points and not found a spider web. It's just like, big picture, I get what it's doing. It's teaching you, honestly, kind of valuable life skills. You need to explore. You need to figure out what's going on in this game because you're never going to be really proficient at this unless you learn it yourself. Which is good, theoretically, but also it's a video game that you play for fun and is ostensibly being played by, like, children. So it's just, it's a lot of really wild design choices that I think a lot of people like to defend, because once you get, you know, 100 hours into a video game and someone tells you, oh, that's shit, that game's trash, like it's bad design, well, you can't accept that because you wasted 100 hours of your life on it. So it's not bad, they're just wrong. I should go dump my items. And I think that's a lot of where the defense of the old games comes from. No, didn't mean to do that. But like, full disclosure, the whole reason I'm doing this is because people like to talk shit about World, and I started with World. And there's this implication that, like, if you haven't played the previous games, then you aren't actually good. World is Monster Hunter dumbed down for Western audiences. Like, go fuck yourself, man. I'm gonna play the early games, and guess what? They were bad. Do we have enough money to buy pants? I haven't been paying attention to my money. No. But yeah, if I can rush it and not outright fail the quest, I'd like to get done with Clunker tonight, so that the next stream we can get back to freedom. Oh, that's another thing worth noting. Dodge is circle. And I hate that. Like, the Clunker fight is going to be absolutely miserable, because just for one fight I am going to need to completely, like, override all of my Monster Hunter training. And because in the very next game, in Freedom, all this stuff is more or less how you expect it to be. And that's another thing, you know, about your controls. A lot of people just kind of roll with the idea that these have almost entirely been portable games, because all the most popular ones have been portable until World. And that's also kind of why I was starting where I was starting. Like, I was getting close to the end in World, and just for shits and giggles, like, I had a copy of I have a copy of Freedom Unite on my Vita, because it's the only older Monster Hunter that you can still get in, like, the only one that they ever did a digital release for, so you can still, like, download it and play it through the PSP emulator in the Vita. And so, just, you know, for shits and giggles, I was gonna start playing Freedom Unite, because it's the very first one I ever touched, and, you know, some 15-ish years ago, I guess it would have been a little less than that, maybe like 10 years ago, I played it for like 15 minutes and was like, what the fuck is this? And I never touched it again. You know, but I got it on, like, on sale or something for like $5, so yeah, screw it, who cares? You know, a friend tried to get me into Monster Hunter. Is actually how he introduced himself to me, is he saw my PSP sticking out of my pocket in a class in college. And he just walked up to me and was like, "Oh shit, you all Monster Hunter?" I said, "I don't know what that is, and who are you?" We need... Area 9 is really bad. If you've played, GU or... I don't know about third and fourth generation. I don't know if we're going to be doing anything in the Forest and Hills / Verdant Hills. But like up to this point, up until starting this process, like my only exposure to some of the earlier stuff was through Generations Ultimate. So I'm familiar with a lot of these maps more or less, but they're a little different. And Area 9 sucks. It's kind of annoying in Generations Ultimate because it's always full of Malexes who steal shit from you. And it's just this narrow little corridor that, you know, young Garuga likes to just charge through, and you can't really do anything about it. Oh, they're not even gonna let me go that way? Then why put the connection on the map, I ask you? If you're gonna make me go the long way around. Ugh. Meh. I was trying to... Oh god, it's all starting to blend together. I was trying to go through my item menu with the D-pad, which isn't even like Generations. That's a world thing. Like, oh boy, I'm getting all the streams crossed. It's gonna be so bad. I think it's because I'm doing this with a PS4 controller. Because normally, with Freedom, I'm going to be playing with my Steam controller, which is what I'm going to be using for pretty much all the games after this one. So like muscle memory isn't so big of an issue because it's literally a different controller. You know, it feels different in your hand, so you're not going to get confused with it. But I only play World with a PS4 controller. If it were a Switch Pro controller, I'd probably immediately try to do... Well, I'd try to do L1 and still be wrong. Because this one is just so weird. Oh, but my point was, I think a lot of people like to jump on this idea of like, well, of course the camera was controlled with the D-pad. It was on PSP. There is no right stick. What are you going to do? Except this isn't PSP. This is PS2. You know, that design choice only makes sense retroactively. It's inexplicable for the original. And I don't know what the deal is going to be with DOS. We're going to get there. I don't know how much of that one we're going to play. That one's kind of in a gray area for me. Because, like, with a lot of these games where there is, like, an Ultimate or a G-Rank expansion or, you know, a better portable version, I'm going to play up to, like, a certain checkpoint I assign for myself and then switch to the better version. So, like, Freedom is the original and then some. But it's going to be running in a better emulator for me. Its native controls make a hell of a lot more sense. And if we really wanted to, there is the possibility of multiplayer in Freedom. I would have to find people who are actually playing Freedom on the emulator, because most people are only playing Freedom Unite. But it is a possibility if we get there. Veggie! Look at you, dude. In all your glory. That's where they explain it to you. Nice. Okay, well, that's kind of gross, Veggie. You sneeze on me, like, every time. Okay. So Veggie also gives you tips in this one. Okay, he's, like, coughing up a lung back there. That's not good. Alright. Seriously, dude. Get that looked at. I think Veggie's dying. How is he already dying? He's gonna survive for like the next 6 games. No, I don't have bug nets. Anyway, what do I have to make? It's just a potion, right? 2 potions? Turn on the lights real quick. Oop, sorry about that. Kefka laugh is my my generic notification sound, which anyone who knows the Kefka laugh absolutely hates that I do that. Oh shit! Ivy. You know what? That kind of makes sense. It actually looks like ivy. Well, it looks kind of like elephant ear, which is not really ivy. But like, look at that. Inscrutable. And you just have to get trained to the point that you go, oh, that looks slightly different. Can I gather from that? It's wild. It's absolutely wild. See, and I'm just like spamming. Largely because these look like footprints from World. I'm kind of thinking like, hey, maybe they actually did that idea before and they're just like coming back to it now. No. Really? You gonna try to Bullfango rush me? Dude? Don't you know I hunt the monsters? Nope. Stupid. Oh man, I hate to say it, but you kind of get used to the claw pretty quickly. Oh, right. No auto climbing. Oh god, all the controls are terrible. As soon as I said it, I cursed myself. You don't get used to the claw. Well, you get used to the claw, but you still, for some reason, think that you should be controlling the camera with the right stick. Wait, we didn't go to Area 9. I want to demonstrate this. Because it's worth knowing before we even get to freedom. Area 9 is double miserable in at least the first generation. Because, like, I can't back the camera up. It just zooms in on you, which gives you a much narrower field of view. So you have to be looking down that tunnel to know if something's coming at you. It's absolutely terrible. Area 9 is a horrible trap. And I have straight up abandoned hunts against there's a blue Kutku when it got to Area 9 because they're not here right now. You know what? I should just go ahead and yeah, and this is how you figure out how to craft things. They just show up as things that can be potentially combined with other things. Okay. Yeah. Wild. Yeah, your range of vision is what? I didn't know this area existed. Constantly learning new shit. These fucking games. Is this spot here in Generations? Did I just learn something new about a game I've put 200 hours into by playing the version of it that came out like fucking 15 years ago? Oh my god. This one's a little more obvious on the map. Oh, but, you know, so just like in Generations, normally this area would be full of Malinxes who steal from you. Yeah, this is just bugs. We ain't got no bug nets. Hitting sprint does nothing. So yeah, like I've gotten to the point with the blue Kutku in here where it's just like you can't see anything, fireballs come out of nowhere, and then you get like 2 different things stolen from you, and I was just like, no, no. This was a mistake. And I just like turned off the emulator right there. I'm not doing this bullshit with you. Oh man, okay. Go turn in those potions and be done. Man, this stats thing in OBS is bad. Yeah, clicking the stick does nothing. I think it's also worth noting you can't change like anything. Like your camera settings is just, do you want them normal or inverted? There's no, hey, not the D-pad, please. You can't click the stick to run. Oh man, another thing about this that's gonna get better with Freedom is that's a better emulator. So I have fast forward just mapped to a button on my controller. So all this running around shit goes way faster. It'll help us rush through some of the more boring parts. Oh my god. Really handy for egg quests, having a fast forward button. You just have to be careful you're not, you know, slowly walking into a spot where somebody's gonna knock the egg out of your hands. Oh god, the screen shake is... Yeah. God, you remember those days? When a memory card was 8 megabytes? This tiny little thing isn't even the actual memory card. This is the memory card. This isn't even like a big one. It's just, and it's a 64 gig. Like it's just, this is a weird trip through history to not a very long time ago. This is only like 15 years, man. Alright. Let's go fishing. It's gonna be bad. fishing is very bad. You gonna give me any, like, bait or anything? Hey! I'm gonna actually give you, like, a ton of bait. Alright, well, we're not leaving camp, so... Wait a second. Here's some more tricky bullshit. Because in your wandering around, you may have noticed, like, oh, there's fish over here. So I'll go fishing. Cool. I just need to catch a sushi fish. Okay. I'll just go fishing. Right there. That's a trap. You know, like, sometimes they want you to explore. They want you to figure things out for yourself. Sometimes they troll you. Because there is only one spot on this entire map that you can get sushi fish. And it's not camp. It's actually not an area you've been able to go visit yet. Let's see if we can get some more stuff to make potions. I'm gonna need them. Actually, I might not need them. I'll give you some flash pods for young Cuckoo. That's really all I need. Anyway. Sushi fish only come from area 12, or 11, rather. Which, until this quest, you haven't even had access to. So the reason they give you so much bait is because, one, you have to have bait in this one. You can't fish without the bait. But you're also supposed to, like, fish and fish and fish and use up a bunch of that bait and still not get a sushi fish and just start to, like, lose your mind. Maybe even fail and run out of bait. And then just start wandering around, seeing if maybe there's another spot to fish in. And then maybe you go check this area that is new, that you've never seen before. Oh, there's a cutscene. I bet the fish I need are in there. But first, let me deal with this jerk. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god, stop moving the camera on me. Because the camera does, like, auto-adjust a little bit. So when you're fighting something actually aggressive, I have a feeling that the stick controls are going to get me killed. Absolutely gonna get me killed, because right now I'm getting my ass kicked by a fucking bullfango. Just die. God damn. This is gonna be bad. This is gonna be real bad. Oh my god. There was a shiny. There it is. Rocks? Okay. Oh man, okay. Yeah, we cannot move our lure. We just have to wait. In later games, you can move the lure. In the world, you can actually aim where it goes. Knife mackerel is the early version of wetfish. Sushi fish is still sushi fish. Just one, right? Yep. Let's get the hell out of here. This rock looks weird. Okay. Can't do anything with it. Yeah. There's also rumblefish. Felines. No malinxes yet. They're not gonna... They don't introduce you to that bullshit until you're on a hunt. When it's extra infuriating. Because, boy, the cats in these early ones, they do not give a shit. Their own lives are less important than trying to steal your map. And they run fast. Absolutely infuriating. My hand's starting to cramp from this stupid claw grip. Alright. Once we get through this, we've got an urgent to kill a velocidrome, which is probably not going to go very well. We'll see. And then after that is going to be Kutku, but I may have to like do some grinding before Kutku. Because I still don't have pants. Insane. Oh, the screen shake. I hate it. Just want to get through that as fast as possible. I think it's because it's putting like a screenshot of your, you know, like your kill screen on there. Oh, sorry. Okay. Here we go. Your first monster hunt. 40 minutes. It's interesting. Oh. Oh, it's not even the velocidrome. No. Can I have pants? Do I have no, I have no money. They haven't given me any money. Oh man. Oh man. Can we... What do I need to make pants? Kelby. Have not encountered any... Doesn't even tell you what the skills are. That's bananas. I forgot to dump my items again. God damn it. You'll notice there's no item box outside. Everything happens through your house, which is even like more inexplicable as a design choice when we start talking about multiplayer. But I think I'll save that rant for Freedom when I can actually like fake connect to the server, just to sort of prove like, no, seriously, like this is what this was, this This is the system working as intended. Because with the PS2 version, I don't even think you can fake it, because it was trying to connect to a server on the internet that no longer exists. But Freedom is all ad hoc, which means all of the like online content was stored in the game itself, so that every user is essentially like they already have all that stuff. They don't have to like download and be in constant connection with a server to do it. PS2 though, you can't, like, there is no fighting Fatalis in the original PS2 version anymore. He was online only, and if the game can't connect to that server, it won't do it. But we can still do it in Freedom. Might have to do it solo, but we can still do it. Because it will let you access that stuff even when you're offline. Claw hand. And in Freedom, we've already got sort of colored variants. So you'll see a lot of like white Velociprey, who will later be Gia Prey. I can't remember where they put them in this first one. I guess it's over in like 10. But again, consider you're doing this for the first time. You've never played this before. You don't know how Monster Hunter works. Your first Monster Hunt appears to be the same thing. I just wander around and gather stuff. I guess supposedly there's like a monster I have to fight. Okay, well, where is it? Oh, cutscene. It's a raptor. It's a bird dinosaur. And I've heard the argument from people that it ramps up like the tension of your first encounter with a monster, like not knowing where it is and having to find it. I've heard people describe it as the cat and mouse. Oh god, also the camera obscuring, because like foliage doesn't phase out when your camera moves through it. That is much improved in later games. Not in first gen. Freedom is gonna suck exactly the same way. I'm gonna try if I can. Shit. I was just about to say it. I'm gonna. Oh, nice. Okay, this might work. I'm gonna try to get them all so they don't despawn. Here we go. Now, here's a question, because I only recently discovered... No, it doesn't work in this one. So in World, you can skip that ending animation lock by pressing start, which I didn't know. God damn it, they're already despawning. Son of a bird. Wait, did all three of them go? Are you shitting me? They were gone that fast? Even the one I just killed? Oh, Monster Hunter, why would you do that? Why would you give me a minute when they're all gonna despawn in like 5 seconds? Oh my god. Even the one I had just killed was just gone instantly. Which means, hey, if you want to make any Velociprey gear, you gotta do that whole thing again. So, get grinding. Why would you do that? God. Anyway. Oh, nice. Okay, well, at least it gives you some rewards. I kind of expected it just to not give you any rewards. You only get what you carve. Because this is Monster Hunter and fuck you. Oh my god. I mean, I don't want to save. I don't want to be playing this. I want to skip ahead already, please. Freedom is already so much of an improvement on this weird, janky game. Oh my god, I keep doing that. Yeah, there is no send to box, which is really fucked up because if your inventory is full, you don't get your quest rewards. Think about that. You got 10 slots and you need to keep, I don't know, you need to take your best guess on how many of those you need to keep empty for your quest rewards. Or, you know, make the decision at the reward screen what you're willing to throw away to get a few more, like, Cuckoo scales. Okay. That's right, that's right. There's a whole nother round of gathering shit. I thought this was going too fast. Alright. Now let's keep doing them in order, I guess. All right. Paintball suggests there will be a large monster on this map. And they're giving me a lot of first aid meds for a gathering quest. Got a funny feeling I'm gonna get ambushed by something. Is he gonna warn me? Oh, there's something he's not telling me. Using bug nets. Mining. Bug collecting. Needs special, how many is it? Needs 7 special mushrooms, which means we are probably gonna murder a couple pigs. Whee! Always gather from this. I guess this is supposed to be a dung pile. It looks like just a pile of ashes. Which, I don't know, is that what wyvern droppings look like? Interesting. No. I've definitely already gotten a couple Cuckoo scales. That's Cuckoo's toilet spot, I guess. But yeah, if something breathes fire, is that what its droppings would look like? Just ashes? I mean, it doesn't... Well, I don't know. We're now talking about biology of creatures that don't exist, so... Before I fall too far down a rabbit hole. Oh, God. Where's them bugs? Here we go. So, you have to... Just want to point this out. If you don't have the item selected, and you can't see the other items in your wheel, whatever you want to call this, before it's, you know, a radial menu, you have to actively have the thing selected and get to just the right spot. See, I would think it'd be like over here. No, it's over here. Right there. And then you can use your bug net. It took them 15 years to think, you know, what if this wasn't a consumable item? What if it was just a thing you could do? Alright, well, I got some useless fucking bait. And that was my only bug net. Nice. Got these jags. Oh. We will learn to hate these little monsters. Can I carve before somebody tackles me? I can. There's so many of them. Oh my god. Only attack I'm gonna use. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Why are there so many? Oh god, the camera. If you're just like holding it, it can... Oh my god. You're gonna fucking kill me. Hey, they can hurt each other at least. That's good. That's good to know. Yep. Terrible. Already despawning. That's like 5 seconds. Maybe 10. Maybe. Oh, and there's more of them spawning already. God damn. One hit isn't even enough to kill it. Oh god. There are so many! The last quest I went on was just to do 3 of them. Jesus. Alright. We need to regroup. We need to get out of this bad situation. Ugh. Stop it. Stop it. Oh god. With the D-pad. Oh god. This is going to be absolutely miserable against Clunker. Oh god. And if the camera gets stuck on like a wall or something, it just skips ahead. Oh, this is the worst. I'm not gonna be able to carve because it's like already. Can I get this one before somebody tackles me? Damn it. Yep, and it's gone. What? That one just disappeared in midair. And it kind of seems like they never stop. So like this area is just a bad place to be. Because it kind of looks like they never stop spawning. God, what was that? Like maybe 5 minutes to stamina going down? Okay, that was like 7 minutes. 7 minutes to your first stamina drop. Oh my god. Just unforgiving. Absolutely brutal. It's like the Dark Souls of before Dark Souls. It's crazy, man. What the fuck am I doing? I need special mushrooms. Alright, well... I was gonna say I happen to know mushrooms spawn over here, but that's in Freedom, so I don't, you know, yeah, that looks like there's some mushrooms here. Assuming you recognize that this, you know, these 2 little circles are mushrooms. Oh my god. absolutely the worst. Oh my god, this Velociprey. There were so many of them. Hey, this plant looks slightly different from the other plants. Oh, look at this. I'm not moving the camera. It's just doing that. Ugh. Terrible. Make some sleep meat. Drugged meat. They did used to do a good job of kind of giving you a better indicator of like sharpness as far as once it starts to go dull. Rather than just being a color bar, it's, you know, an actual blade, and as it gets dull, the edge gets little teeth in it, and then it just gets really bad. But once you start getting up to higher levels of sharpness, because this is just like yellow right now. Why don't you die? It takes so long, the other one's gonna despawn. Alright. What? And another one just like spawned right there? Okay. This fucking game is so weird. Oh, but yeah. I believe this is just like yellow sharpness. Yeah. Once you get to green, the blade will kind of have like a little temporary green, like, flash of color to it. I don't remember how high it goes in this one. I think it's only blue. Actually, in the original, I think it's only green, and then in Freedom, they add blue. Maybe white? Can't remember. You can find entire like lists of, you know, the changes made in each game. Every generation makes these little incremental improvements and modifications. And every game has its own weird experimental concepts. This first gen had, I mean, the first gen, you know, wrote the rules. It had these bizarre joystick attack controls that were immediately abandoned. Thank God. Second gen introduces the day-night cycle and a seasonal cycle. Man, they respawn so fast. Which was also almost immediately abandoned. Third gen has motion controls and underwater combat. Okay, there is a limit to how many of them will spawn. Can I just hold the button? No. But I think that gets introduced in like 4th gen. Oh, there's two of them. Yeah, alright, now we're down to red. Oh, there's three. This is gonna be absolutely miserable. I need to get out of... Oh my god. Don't you dare. Oh god. Cutku is gonna be so terrible. No, 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 no. No, no, no. So bad. Camera controls with the wall. God, this is just miserable. Are you shitting me? Are you absolutely shitting me? I'm gonna get killed by bullfangos. Not today, you little shits. Oh my god. This is when I learned that they can jump in this one or something. Look at that one. Just losing his mind over there. This is just the worst. The cameras, it's just bad. Wow. That one fucking launched me. This is miserable. I'm also out of potions, so like, I'm gonna die from bullfangos. Absolutely not. I'm not playing this fucking game with you idiots. You've gotta be shitting me. Miserable. Absolutely miserable. In like every capacity. I don't think I've gathered any herbs, so I can't like make real potions. Hey, Veggie. Okay, you're dying, I guess. Yeah? You want a dead bug? Wyvern claw and small bone husk make something. Catalyst and rare steak to make power juice. I guess that's dash juice? Yeah, no shit. I needed a first aid med, Veggie. You're useless. I'm still worried about the fact that they gave me paintballs. That makes me think there is a large monster on the map. And I'm also pretty sure the only place I can use pickaxes on this map is in the Rathalos cave. Now, I don't need to get in there for this quest. And I'm certainly not going to check it out if I can't make a fucking potion. I don't know if I can leave this area if I can't make a potion. Because the bullfangos are going to bully me again. And they are just the absolute worst when you have to control it like this. And no, I'm not going to remap the controls. That's the whole point. If I can make a fucking mega potion, that'd be great. Just one will get me done. Nice. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. That healed so little. Alright, you little shits. Time to die. Oh, they probably like regained all their health, right? Why won't you assholes die? Oh my god. Oh my god. The camera. Look at how much that took. Okay, I got one. Jesus. What? You can't fucking hit me up here. Nope, already gone. And I can't, like, roll away from it. Oh, nice. I can just guard from neutral, though, so... God. Can't see shit. All that to gather some fucking mushrooms. Jesus Christ. Why did anyone play this game? Oh wait, no one did. Everyone started with Freedom Unite. No. There were some folks in Japan who loved this shit. And what the hell was wrong with them? Like, this is absolutely miserable. God, at least the Bullfangos don't respawn en masse like the fucking Velociprey. Jesus. Where are we at on special mushrooms? Oh, we got 7. Thank Christ. Let's get out of here. Let's fucking go. I don't want to be here anymore. Oh my god. Oh no, we're not exploring. We're not even gonna find out if, like, Rathian is here. I don't care. I gotta get out. This fucking Bullfango's got my number. Ugh. Miserable. Absolutely miserable. Oh, nice. Oh, shaky screen. I think what makes it so bad is the... I've got a 40-inch TV, like, right here. It's not. You know, it's about that much. Right in front of my face. Oh, Jesus. Okay. We're coming up on about 2 hours, so... Oh my god, I keep doing this. I don't know why I keep doing this. I got a feeling that if I pull up Generations Ultimate, it'll be that like it's take item and then store item. So I just immediately always go to the second option. Oof. Okay, what is our next mission here? Kelbies. Okay, cool. I can bully some Kelbies. But I am going to take a break real quick. So, I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. I'm just going to let the dogs outside and get another beverage.